It's guaranteed that every teen living in England owns a phone, along with having accounts to various social media platforms. Since the internet first became accessible in 1991, it became the top place to connect with friends and family, which is seen as a positive, but there are also negatives, mainly affecting teens. As well as having a false sense of connection, the main negative of social media is cyberbullying, whether it's a nasty message, inappropriate image, or what's known as catfishing. Teens are likely to receive some form of bullying throughout their years at school. Can teens be protected from these common yet disgusting forms of abuse?
I've been Director of Student Services for the last 6 years, and during that time we've seen bullying cases on a year-by-year basis, but we have noticed that lately we've had more reports of bullying than we've ever had before. We want the students to feel that they can come forward in an environment which really does not condone bullying behaviour of any kind. So it's about people feeling that they've got the right to speak out about it. What we do when we've actually received the report is that we get the relevant parties together, and it might be one person experiencing it, or it might be, in some instances, it might be 2 or 3 people in a class that perhaps are experiencing. We can offer the opportunity for students to engage in mediation, in which you bring the person being bullied face to face with the bully, and the whole process is designed to try to get the person who's been manifesting bullying behaviour to stand in the shoes of the person being bullied, and as a result of that to hopefully change that person's perception of that behaviour being acceptable.
Ben was a victim of cyberbullying throughout secondary school, but he found ways to stop it and move on from his depressing past.
It all started when I was about 11. I got my first sort of video camera. Me and my friends used to go around making videos, and one of the videos was particularly silly, but it received a lot of bad views from people, because apparently we were very young, we didn't know the words to say, the words we couldn't say, and a couple of the people got onto it, and they got their friends involved. They all started messaging me saying how horrible it was, how that we should all just go and kill ourselves.
Did you seek support throughout the whole process of it, or did you just kind of just live with it?
I told my dad.
Okay.
And he said just to take the videos down, block all the people that have messaged you, and so I did.
Though not as common as within secondary schools and younger teens, cyberbullying occurs regularly within university, affecting many students per semester. Jenny wants to lower these offences and provide students with support.
Through the Students' Union we did a campaign called Never Okay, so it sort of kicked off at the beginning of freshers, and it was to begin with to do with like sexual harassment and that it's never okay. But from that it's kind of stemmed like any kind of discrimination or bullying or sexual harassment. We obviously have a zero tolerance policy in the university and the union. So I guess we have our SU Advice Centre as well. So that's somewhere that students can go and talk to if they do feel like they're going through it. It's completely separate from the university. There are loads of different advisors, so you can either make a telephone call, do it through Skype, or drop an email, or they do some like drop-in sessions as well.
Melanie, now 19 and a university student, experienced cyberbullying for numerous years throughout her secondary school education.
This one girl, she just kept pestering me online, so she wouldn't leave me alone. They were like, "Oh, come here and I'll do this," like the punching, kicking acts and all this. Just kind of really violent messages.
And did you seek any support throughout the experience?
No.
Not at all?
No.
George Carter is an ICT apprentice at a local school within High Wycombe.
Ambassador Scheme is something that's run by Bucks County Council. They train up some sixth formers in how to control different aspects of sort of safeguarding and e-safety itself. We train the sixth formers up, and they sort of deliver presentations to anyone in key stage sort of 2 and 3. So we had one case where one of our students was turning 39 on Facebook, yet they were only in year 7. So it shows the different style of no one's meant to be on Facebook until they're sort of 14 to 16 age group. Yet we've got these sort of 12-year-olds turning 39.
Though not a direct victim of online bullying, John has experienced one of the worst possible outcomes of cyberbullying.
Actually, I didn't suffer from online bullying. It was personally my boyfriend. On Instagram, he came out, and there were a lot of people who gave him a lot of shit for it. So And then, he got affected by that, and I tried to support him, but he obviously he killed himself. I felt broken and alone. I felt like a part of me died. Well, I found support and started a group for LGBT, support group for that.
So what kind of advice would you offer to anyone that may be going through a similar kind of experience?
So I guess one thing I would say was that if someone is here at university and they think they're being bullied, to just tell someone.
Preventing bullying is first and foremost to create a culture within the university where bullying is seen to be absolutely unacceptable.
More than 1 in 3 young people have experienced cyber threats online due to the rise in social media platforms. Why isn't cyber abuse taken as seriously as physical or verbal bullying?